Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Thank you for joining me. Today I have Brandank back on the line. Brandank, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. Today we're going to talk about the rise of Pekka. Well, I guess she's already risen. She's been around for a while now, back in the meta in a really, really big way. I gotta ask you, this is the deck that we're gonna talk about today. It's a very interesting deck with Royal Hogs as the win condition. No kind of battle ram in there, no miner along with the poison. Also Zappies in there and the E-Wiz. Tell us like how this deck works, what archetype does this deck fall into, and today's gonna be finishing off a grand challenge live, guys, so we'll hop into a match in just a second.
Yeah, so I think this fits most into the split lane pushing archetype, where a lot of times you want to facilitate split lane pushes by like splitting Zappies in the back and then going split Royal Hogs, especially when their opponent has Fireball. But mainly I like this Pekka deck because it's strong against Lava Hound. So primarily I don't like a lot of Pekka decks right now because they're mostly weak to like a lot of air decks, but this deck has 3 different kinds of air counters and is also pretty good against Graveyard because of the Magic Archer and the Electro Wizard. So I think it's pretty strong right now, along with the Poison too.
Awesome. What do you think that, I'm not sure if you noticed, like there's a poll right now in the game, right, where you can vote. I'm curious what my viewers voted too, by the way. I'm gonna sell myself out right now. And I voted on the Archers over the Dark Goblin. What did you vote for, Brandank? And let me see the results right now where they're at. Because you mentioned split lane pushing. Right now, Dark Goblin is in the lead by just 2% or 4% over the Archers. But I'm curious, if the Archers get a buff, do you think that they'd be viable in a deck like this, along with that split lane mentality?
Yeah, for sure. I think that they'd control decks such as like Golem Archers or stuff like Expo would be a lot better, because right now the Archers die to Barbaro, which is why they're not seen pretty much at all. And I think Dark Goblin is already strong enough as is and has a clear purpose in a lot of different bait decks. So I think that buffing Archers would be like sort of my preference, but I can definitely see how people would want Dark Goblin too, because it's a fun card to use.
Nice. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, Dark Goblin's a more fun card, but I think it's less deserving of a buff, just personally. But anyway, guys, let me know what you voted for in the comments below. Brandank, you know what? Let's go ahead and hop right into a match here. I like that this... Oh, you're already in. Sweet, man.
Yeah, I just done it.
Yeah. You know how to do this. I love it. And you're 9-0 right now, so hopefully we can pick up that 12 win. And it's been a while since I've done a live Grand Challenge video. Guys, I like to switch it up, even though you guys mainly prefer ladder. I like to at least include maybe one GC type match a week, and it's good too because all the card levels are standardized. Even so is top ladder, but it's nice to see kind of a different meta. So, Brandank, as far as starting plays go, what is your... Is splitting Zappies pretty much the go-to?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes I like to cycle Barbaro at the bridge. Sometimes Magic Archer in the back, but mostly it's just split Zappies is the best for me.
Okay. Oh, it's that new E-Drag deck, I bet, that you're going against.
Yeah.
I feel like
definitely this minor control deck.
What do you think of the E-Drag? What are your first impressions?
I think he's pretty balanced, but he's a little bit too strong because I see him a lot in like pretty much every single GC deck right now. So maybe he needs like a slight nerf, maybe to his health, or probably his health is the best way to go about it. But I think right now he's one of the most like balanced legendaries that's ever been released. So I like him so far. I
agree with you. I tweeted this out the other day, but I'll say it again, that I've been very critical of a lot of the cards that they released recently. Like the recruits were way too strong and OP when they entered the game. Royal Hogs and Royal Hogs and Snowball, excuse me, were really bad when they entered the game. Goblin Giant was really awful when they entered the game, and it feels like they've been missing the mark with a lot of these balancing on the new cards. But E-Drag, I agree with you. Maybe you can make an argument that it needs a little bit of a nerf, but either way, it's really interesting, compelling card, and it's pretty well balanced, I think. But anyway, back to this deck here. So we talked about starting plays. You know, we're just about to approach double elixir time. Maybe you can kind of run through how you play this deck differently, if you do it all, in single versus double elixir.
Yeah, so in single elixir, I was sort of waiting for him to make a lot of moves. Right now, I might be a little bit more, you know, I might have a little more freedom to go for more Royal Hog pushes. So. Okay.
Zappies and E-Wiz, like the double stun effect. You must be a big fan of that in this deck.
Oh yeah, I don't think this is a great matchup for me, mainly because he has the Fire Spirits, which do really well against the Royal Hogs. So
yeah.
Really, yeah.
Fire Spirits, for that reason, I think that they're a little bit, maybe a little bit underrated in terms of getting a little zappy value.
Yeah, I definitely see them in a lot of meta decks right now.
Yeah.
They're really good. I just need to be careful with split hogs, so I can make sure that he doesn't get fire trade value.
See, okay, this is going to be a very interesting. So you spit one hog, and you actually stop that Prince's charge, which is actually a really good play. Then you have Magic Archer ready at the bridge. This could be tower down. Oh, Miner comes in last second. Can Pekka get a swing? No. So we're about 15 seconds into overtime here. He's an aggressive play with the Fire Spirits, does not get to the tower. Barb Barrel's going to answer that. And now that kind of frees you up to play an aggressive Royal Hog, because all he has is Royal Ghost. So let's see what Brandank does here. There he goes. He splits again. You seem to like that split, huh? Go in one Hog.
Yeah, I like that.
Especially if there's a charging Prince around there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
sure.
The Magic Archer. Magic Archer OP. Oh man, one more hit.
I was hoping for one more hit, yeah.
One more hit would have given you the match there, so here we go again. It needs the big defense here in the right lane. Royal Ghost's going to do a really good job, and look at that stun, man. Ewiz, I feel like Ewiz is not getting a lot of love right now because everybody's playing the new Electro Drag, but Ewiz still fits. We were talking off air, too, and you even mentioned this, that Ewiz does, like, a lot of these decks that are winning right now. Well, there we go. There it is.
Nice.
GG's, man. That was a tricky matchup, too, and you did well.
Yeah, at the end, I played into him. I played my Royal Hogs right into his Fire Spirits, but I knew that if the Royal Ghost was pushed a little bit further back, then I could try to tank with the Magic Archer and get some, like, one hit in, and that's all I needed, pretty much.
Okay, sounds good. You can feel free to hop into the next match. And let me ask you, like, oh, you're already in. Wow, sweet.
Yeah.
I mentioned it while we were watching you play, but you did split one pig to one tower. Is that something that you just did because of the Charging Prince, or is that something that you do other situations as well?
So I do it in other situations when I see that there's, like, a large tank in one lane or just, like, a larger unit in one lane, and one hog alone can do a lot of damage. So I decided to split one hog in that lane just to apply a little bit of pressure in that one particular lane.
I like that. I like that play because it's something. It's very like niche and very very minor, but it's something that I really haven't seen a lot of people do that often. So here we go. Just gonna start out playing a little bit of defense here. Figure this guy's. Oh man, is it a Golem deck or is it something weird? Who knows in this meta right now?
Yeah, it looks like a Golem deck. I know this guy.
Okay.
He's a pretty good Bulgarian player. Oops, sorry,
No worries.
I'm in a classroom, so there's like the bell just went off, so hopefully it wasn't too loud.
No, that wasn't loud at all for us.
Okay.
All right, so good job blocking that Lumberjack. So it's definitely a Golem deck now that we see the Lumberjack and the Night Witch in there. So it's a double Dragon Golem, man. It feels like E-Drag just like has a home in any deck at this point.
Yeah, he had a pretty nice King activation. I probably shouldn't have played my Royal Ghost there. Probably should have played a Barb Barrel for that Lumberjack, because getting his King activated is really helpful against Royal Hogs.
So we have Zappies.
Yeah, right now I just gotta play really slow, because I don't want to play like an early Pekka and then give him opportunity to Golem up afterwards.
Yeah. So are you going to? So you're slow playing this right now. If he drops a Golem at the bridge, which he's probably going to do in the left lane, are you going to just Pekka immediately at the bridge, or how do you handle that Night Witch? Oh, forget it. And I imagine.
Yeah, I think mainly.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to have an opportunity to Golem up in front of the Night Witch, so I just applied a little bit of pressure in the opposite lane.
Perfect. He's doing a pretty good job just trying to buy time till double elixir. He finally gets there, so now he's gonna. Okay, so he drops the ball at the bridge.
It's kind of a mad lad sort of play. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't like it either because obviously you didn't have to even worry about the Night Witch, which is really your biggest threat, having Pekka being like your big stopper.
Interesting tornado too.
Yeah. Look, he heard you say all those nice things about him. He's like, yeah, right, but whatever. I'm gonna throw this one. Nah, I'm just joking. It's definitely not thrown. It's definitely anybody's game still at this point. If or when he does drop a Golem, let's say he drops one, not a Night Witch, let's just say he drops a Golem behind the King Tower. Is this the type of deck that you'll attack with opposite lane Royal Hogs, just like you would a normal Hog Rider, or is the fact that there are 5 like, oh, we'll see in a second, I guess, right?
Yeah, no, I'll usually defend first and then push for Hogs afterwards.
And look at that. That's the one downside to the E-Drag. And beautiful poison value here. Going to protect that Pekka from the Night Witch. Pekka does get a little sidetracked there, but you don't eat the Golem death damage. I don't think you did, at least.
Yeah. I'm perfectly fine here. And I played all my Zappies in the same lane because he just wasted his poison earlier, so I'm a little more liberal about doing that right now.
Yeah. So you said this is a split lane push deck. Is there any part of you that considers hit him with Royal Hogs in the left lane here, or are you just going all in? Or you're going all in?
We're all in right now.
All right.
Yeah.
And good poison value again for you. You'll take it. And that's probably GG right there.
Looks like it, yep.
Pekka with the final blow. Man, all right.
Yeah, the reason why I went for Pekka in front of those like Zappies is because I knew he still didn't have poison cycle and he was wasting a lot of elixir with that tornado. I knew that he would have a hard time defending just a Pekka at the bridge because he was a little bit down in elixir. So I knew that I could pretty liberally just play my Pekka at the bridge and get a huge counter push.
Man, this deck is nasty, dude. Do you while you search for your 12th match? Oh man, you're already in. Jeez.
I got it.
No wait times. This is a beautiful video. It's gonna be a fast moving one, man. Especially if you get this win.
In before 11 and 3.
I was gonna ask if you, for my free-to-play players out there, or people who just haven't, unlocked any of all the legendary cards, what would you sub in for the Magic Archer?
I would say Flying Machine's pretty good in that spot.
Yeah.
Flying Machine is commonly played instead of Zappies, but I think that I like Zappies a little bit more against some matchups.
Yeah.
Like
plus you
against
get that split lane. Yeah.
Yeah, just against Pekka too, it's a little bit better. I would say so.
So
definitely also against like some hog decks, I like it too.
Oh man, it's the no win condition deck you're going against. I hate going against this deck, man. The OP Sam deck.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. Most of these matchups end up as a draw or a loss for Pekka.
I stand corrected.
Oh yeah, so actually yeah, now more often than not they'll play Royal Hogs in this deck.
All right.
Yeah.
Instead of Cannon Cart.
Yeah. Whoa, wait, why did it? That's interesting. The Zappies did not split like I played them. I played them in middle, and for some reason they didn't split. That's weird, but...
That is weird. All right.
I think maybe the aggroed onto the Royal Hogs, and they started, like, going the same lane as they started
attacking.
Shifting
a little bit, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so Magic Archer's going to clean up very nicely here for you. Almost takes out those Barbarians. And now you just got to deal with this. What do you have in here? Okay, yeah, the big Pekka. All right.
Yeah, I wanted to save my Electro Wizard for the Flying Machine. So I chose not to use it on the Royal Ghost.
Gotcha. How do you decide when playing Royal Hogs? I mean, maybe this answer is super obvious, but how do you decide when to split them versus when to push them same lane? I mean, if they have like Fireball in hand or something, that's really obvious, but like any other kind of indicators that you're looking for?
Yeah, so usually I'll split Royal Hogs if I know that the matchup sort of, like, they can really easily switch lanes, in which case I want damage in both lanes. So matchups such as, like, Mortar, I'll try to play my Royal Hogs split, so that, because I know that how flexible Mortar is and how often they can switch lanes. So I want to try to get damage in, multiple lanes.
Okay. Sounds good. And is this the type of deck, like, final... Sorry, I'm asking, like, 20 questions about this deck. As
yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Is this the type of deck that you prefer to push the same lane as the opponent, or does it not really matter to you that much? Or opposite?
It doesn't matter that much. Yeah, if it's like something like Golem, it sort of depends situation. Sometimes I like to push, same lane after like a counter push. It just sort of depends on like what the deck is and like what the situation has been so far in the match.
Gotcha.
Usually try to push same lane.
Okay. That was really good defense.
That was a good Magic Archer.
Yeah, it was. Magic Archer has to be one of the best cards in the game, I feel like.
Oh yeah. It's definitely shifted the meta a ton to the point where like a lot of other archetypes aren't viable or as viable because of the Magic Archer.
So Pekka comes down. That leaves you with a Bar Barrel and Royal Ghost for this, but this is going to be tough to defend here in the right. You're definitely going to... Yeah, it's going to be GG. All right, making the video a little bit longer. I appreciate it, Brandank. Thank you for extending. Are you there? I might have lost Brandank. I think he might have lagged out there or something, or I lost him on the line. When I get him back, I'll edit right into the next match, guys. Matches. Oh, here we go. And more like opinion videos, just kind of keep it fresh. But here we go. We got Brandank back on the line, guys. He kind of lagged out there, and he had like a phone issue at the end. So we did take an L. He said he probably would have lost either way, though, after he placed that Pekka. So you think that Pekka was a mistake in hindsight? And look at this, a bar barrel to give you a revenge opportunity here.
Oh, yeah. So that was definitely a mistake. I should have been a lot more patient there and just played a little more defense. But I was trying to aggro the flying machine on the Pekka and then try to form a push from there. But he could definitely punish really hard with Royal Hogs opposite lane. So that was not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you're watching a replay after a loss, I'm sure like you're so, and you coach so much and you're so skilled at this point that you might not have to watch like every replay back. But when you do, are you just looking for like the moments where you made mistakes, or do you pause and think, what could I have done better? Like, what is the process for you like?
Yeah, so mainly I just look for like pivotal turning points in the match. For example, like I usually watch replays where I feel like I was pretty much in control, and then something went wrong at the very end. So usually I like to see like key turning points and see what I could have done better.
Okay. Man, he is stacking up a million troops, giving you some potential poison value here, but oh, that was actually even better.
Yeah, but he gets a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
The Pekka may have been like a slight overcommit. I'm not sure. I think the fact that the E-Wiz was killed behind the Pekka was a problem, because I think the Pekka was fine on its own, but
yeah.
I should have just played it a little bit earlier because it got sniped too early.
All right, so here we go. This is a very interesting deck. It's another kind of... I was going to say it could be Graveyard, but it's probably not. He has Fireball in there. It's probably just another kind of weird...
No, it's the Siege deck again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So he gets some
matchup. It's a little bit trickier since, yeah, he's sort of in control of the match right now. Like,
yeah.
He's dictating the tempo a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And it's difficult. Ooh, the cannon cart comes down. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of like the updated version of that deck, and boy, is it annoying. Nice poison, though, and a nice bar barrel. Gonna be able to handle this just fine. Cannon cart rendered incapacitated, I guess, in the right lane. But the problem is like this deck is these decks are so annoying, man. I mean, they're fun to play, but they're so annoying to go against because you just get so much value out of that bar putt.
Yeah, I couldn't play an Electro Wizard to retarget the Magic Archer because it would just get killed by the flying machine, or the cannon cart that was still alive at that point. So I just had to eat some damage. I haven't actually gotten a chance to push Royal Hogs yet because if I do, then he just gets a lot of value defense and just counter pushes. Yeah. So it's gonna be really difficult for me to ever like break through in this situation.
Yeah, this is a real tough one, man. And that's gonna be GG. The bar putt decks back to back getting you. And now we're making it really interesting here as we go into the 12th match again. So let's hope that he can pull off this next one and no more of these bar putt control decks. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and search because that last search actually took a while, and we'll come back right back to you guys when he finds a match. Like,
okay, I got a match.
Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Against Serial Jesus.
TM. From Clanibus TM. Oh, man, I'm really afraid the TM.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man. All right, here we go. I'm going to let you focus here because we want a big victory. Going to bar barrel the Fire Spirits. So seeing those Fire Spirits isn't a great thing, but you got to assume, at least I'm going to assume, that he's playing the same E-Drag deck, because I've just seen it everywhere in GCs today, winning a bunch of them. Actually, I stand corrected. It's a Royal Giant deck.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Royal Giant?
This is actually... Okay, it's okay
it's good,
if I had
right?
Battle Ram. Yeah, it's good, obviously because I have Pekka.
Yeah.
But it can be tricky because...
You can stun lock the hell out of him, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's going to be hard for me to break through myself.
Yep, that's true. And you got to figure he has lightning. Forget it.
Whoa, okay.
Can you activate this?
My cycle's like
nah.
Terrible, yeah.
Oof.
I tried to.
Yeah. It was tough with the drag. When the E-Drag is on the outside like that, it's a little bit tough.
Yeah, if it's like placed in the middle, it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I could have placed my Royal Ghost slightly to the left. That probably would have activated it. But,
yeah.
I haven't done that enough to the point where I could do it like pretty much every single time.
Basically,
so.
like a nice, you know, it might not be exactly this tile, but what I try to do is just go like is directly in between the princess and the king.
Yeah.
Here we go. So he's setting it up again with the furnace in the back here. He does give you kind of a opening if you can cycle back to the, but maybe he's trying to bait it out. I don't know.
Yeah, like I could have punished really hard with that lightning earlier, but I just didn't have the cards in cycle for it.
Gotcha.
Because usually you don't want to like lightning a magic archer in like the first 2 minutes of the game. It's just too much of a commitment.
Yeah. Okay. Nice Royal Ghost there. He's going to fire a Spirit, but you're going to get a nice little connection here. As you said earlier in this video, even a couple Hogs on the tower for a second can do some work. Going to get some nice defense out of these Zappies here. Meanwhile, that Royal Ghost is getting a lot of damage on that right tower. You have Bar Barrel back in cycle if you need it. Going to use it here. Can he? Doesn't really matter. His first Royal Giant. You've got Pekka ready. There she goes. He uses guards opposite lane, which is actually good for you.
Yeah, I don't know why he wasted guards there.
Yep, because you really want to obviously, you know, not tell my viewers anything they don't know, but you really want to save those guards for the Pekka to help support. He's able to handle the Pekka, but you're going to go in with another... Ooh, nice poison. Unfortunately, Fire Spirits are too fast. But he wastes his Furnace.
And the Fire Spirits are insane.
Yeah. Okay. You have Pekka ready. This time he has his... okay. Come on. No. Ah! It sucks when the Royal Giant gets that last hit in. It's like, no!
Oh, yeah.
So much damage.
I need to be careful not to let him outcycle my Pekka. So, yeah.
Yep. No. Alright. Yeah.
If I can defend here, let's see. Okay.
So he's going to be sitting on those Fire Spirits. He's ready for you. Nice. Come on. Okay, he's going to Fire Spirit you. You're going to poison him.
I'm trying to, like, stack more troops in the lane. Hopefully
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get it. Get it. Get it.
Come on.
Oh. Come on. Take your time, Magic Archer. Get it done.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I thought you had that loss. I was like, no, our video.
Yeah, I can tell the tone of your voice. It was like you were doubting me for a sec.
I was doubting you. I'll admit it. I was doubting. I'm sure my viewers, were you doubting him, guys, or did you think you had it?
Oh, man.
That last Royal Giant push, I'm like...
Let's freaking go.
I'm like, oh, no, the Royal Giant.
Yeah, no, I was saying, like, as long as he can defend here, I know I can get a fat counter push. So all I need to do is, like, stack a lot of units because he doesn't have Fireball. And if I knew if I get the Fire Spirits out of cycle, then I could stack a lot more units, so...
Hey,
oh, man.
That was a really fun video, man. Thank you for the exciting conclusion. Not only making it 12-2, giving us a heart attack, but also waiting till the very last second with like 300 HP left on your tower. So, Brandank, thanks again.
I made a 200 IQ play by purposely losing the previous two games just to make it close.
It was so obvious. We read right through you there, man. But dude, thanks so much for coming on. Always a great guest to have on the channel. Thanks for sharing the deck. Any shout-outs, anything that we should know about in the life of Brandank?
Oh yeah, not really. I mean, right now I'm like the Clash Royale League season is over for CLG. We were like 1 win off from the playoffs. We were really close. A few things could have happened better, but it is what it is. So I had a really great time. Just helping the team. Because I'm a satellite player, so I can't actually play because I have school. But other than that, like it's going pretty well. I'm not sure what I'm doing for season 2, but I'll have some news on that soon.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to hear the news. Hopefully you'll be a player or a coach or a manager or something live in 2019. But we'll wait and see. Brandank, I'll have your player stats and profile along with your Twitter and all your social media information in the description below. Thanks so much for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Always great to be on.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Huge shout out to Brandank again and to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, take care, guys.